Hi everyone, today we will discuss a new chapter which is the cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular system is the system that consists of two organs. The first one is cardio, which is the heart, and vascular, which is the blood vessel. For the first meeting, we will discuss a little bit about what is the cardiovascular system. Okay, cardiovascular system is the system that consists of the heart and the blood vessels. The main function of cardiovascular system is to transport the blood. Okay, so transport the blood to our body organs or tissues. There are two main organs, the heart and the blood vessels. The heart is a hollow cone-shaped organ that has muscle to pump the blood. Okay, so the main function of the heart is to pump the blood. The blood that is pumped by the heart will go to the blood vessel. And the blood vessels will transport the blood throughout our body. The blood vessel consists of three main types. The first one is called the arteries. This is the blood vessel that carry blood from the heart. Okay, so artery carry blood from the heart. The second type of blood vessel is called the veins. The vein is the blood vessel that returns blood to the heart. Okay, so this is the one that carry blood toward the heart. This is the vein. The third type of blood vessel is called capillary. Capillary is actually located between arteries and the veins, and it is located in our body organs, in our body tissue. So if we make a diagram, let's say this is the heart, then the blood vessel that out from the heart, I'm gonna use different color. Okay, out from the heart, it is called the arteries. Okay, it will carry the blood from the heart into our organ. Okay, into our organ over here. And inside our organs, these arteries then will branching into the capillary. So it will create capillaries inside our organ. And then this will combine to make the vein. And the vein will return the blood into our heart. So this is only one way from the heart into the organs, and there will be capillaries inside the organs. And then from the organ, from the tissue, the blood will be returned to the heart. Okay, so the one that carry blood from the heart is called artery. And there will be capillary inside the organs, and the one that carry blood from capillary, from the body tissue back to the heart, is called the vein. Okay, so capillary is the place for exchange. So the blood carry oxygen, nutrients, will be released into the capillary, and then it will go to the cell. So there will be cells in our organs that will receive the nutrients, oxygen from these blood vessels. And then the cell will also produce the waste product. The waste product will go back to the blood vessel and then carried by the veins back to the heart. Okay, so this is the place for exchange between the blood vessels and the cell. This is the capillary. There are two types of circuits or blood circulations in the blood in our cardiovascular system. The first one is called the pulmonary circuit, and the second one is called the systemic circuit. And these circuits are closed circuit. It means that the blood will stay inside our body. From the heart will go to the organs, and then it will going back to the heart. It is a closed circuit. The pulmonary circuit, from the name, pulmo means lungs. Okay, so this one, actually the one that carry the blood from the heart, it's gonna be from the right side of the heart. Okay, right side of the heart will carry the blood to our lungs. Okay, so the blood vessel that carry this blood is going to be arteries, and there will be capillaries inside the lungs, and from the lungs the blood will be returned to the heart. It's going to be on the left side of the heart. The one that return the blood from the lungs will be vein. So this is artery, capillary inside the lung, and this is the vein. Okay, so this is a closed circuit. And then this circulation will be continued with the systemic circuit. From the left side over here, the blood will going down to the left ventricles. And then from the left ventricle, there will be arteries that carry blood to many of our organs. So organs, for example, inside our abdominal pelvic cavity, there are also artery that carry blood to our brain, for example. Okay, and then from there will be capillary inside this organ, inside this brain, for example, and then the blood will be returned to the heart on the right side. From here, it's going to be returned to the heart on the right side. And then from here, it's going down to the right ventricle, and then pump to the lungs, and then going back again. So this longer circulation over here from the left heart to the organs, all organs in our body, is called the systemic circulation. Okay, so systemic circulation pumps the blood to the whole body organs except the lungs. The pulmonary circulation or circuit will pump the blood to the lungs and then going back to the heart. So pulmonary circulation will be shorter, while the systemic circulation will be longer. And you're gonna see later when we talk about the structure of the heart, the left side of the heart will have bigger muscle compared to the right side of the heart, because the left side pumping the blood to the whole body, which is harder. It's a harder work. Therefore, the muscle is bigger. The right side will pump the blood to the lungs, which is close to the heart. Therefore, the muscle is thinner. Okay, because they are, okay, this side is actually working easier compared to the left side of the heart. Okay, so again, the right side over here. The right side pumps the blood to the pulmonary circulation. The blood that pumped into the lung is called the poor blood. It means that it has less oxygen, or even sometimes the blood do not have the oxygen because it had been used by our body. So this poor blood will be pumped into the lungs. Okay, and in the lungs, the blood will receive the oxygen, and then it will return the rich blood back to the heart. It's gonna be to the left side of the heart. Okay, from here, from the left side of the heart, then the blood, which is already rich, okay, remember already rich blood over here, it means that the blood actually has a lot of oxygen, will be pumped into the systemic circulation to the whole organ in our body. Okay, and then from the organs, the oxygen will be used, then this organ will produce the poor blood, and this poor blood will be returned to the right side of the heart. And again, from here, we're going back to the right side over here, the poor blood will be pumped into the lungs. Become rich blood, going back to the left side of the heart. From the left side, the rich blood will be pumped into our tissue organs. And then the poor blood coming from the organs will be returned to the right side of the heart, continuously like that. So this is a circulation. This is closed circulation. Okay, so this diagram showing you how these circulations work. The color in this diagram showing you that the red color is mean this blood has a lot of oxygen. Okay, so this is rich blood. Okay, so the blood vessel with red color mean this blood vessel carry rich blood, a lot of oxygen. The one that has blue color over here is mean this blood vessel carry poor blood. Okay, less oxygen in it. Okay, we're gonna start from the right side of the heart over here. So this is what we call the right ventricle. So this side is called the right ventricle. It's blue in color. It means that it's gonna be filled with poor blood, and then the blood will be pumped, okay, going to this artery. Okay, the bigger artery over here is called the pulmonary trunk. Okay, and then branching into two pulmonary artery, right and left side, going to the lungs. Then inside the lungs, the blood will receive a lot of oxygen because we breathe in oxygen from atmosphere into our lung. Oxygen will enter into these capillaries, okay, and then it's return the blood to the left side of the heart. You see the color is red now. The same thing from the left lung is also go to the left side of the heart. This is what we call the left atrium. This is the chamber of the heart that receive the blood from the lung, and the blood's gonna be rich blood. It has a lot of oxygen. Okay, so this is what we call the pulmonary circulation. From the right side, the right ventricle go to the lungs, and then return to the left side of the heart, the left atrium. Then from the left atrium, the rich blood, see the color is red, going down to the left ventricle. And then from the left ventricles, then the blood will be pumped into this big artery, is called the aorta. It will be branching into many smaller arteries. One of them, okay, some of them when going up to the brain, okay, it's going to be capillary on the brain over here. So the brain will receive the rich blood, okay, from the left side of the heart, going down into our abdominal cavity. There are many organs in our abdominal cavity, like kidney, liver, stomach. All of them will receive this rich blood, okay, from the left side of the heart. Inside each organ, there will be capillaries, okay, and the rich blood, the oxygen will be used by the cells in our organ, and then it will return back using this vein, okay, from the bottom side, from the top side of our body. All of them will go back to the right side of the heart. This is right atrium. And the color will be blue because this blood is poor blood. There is no oxygen in this blood. From the right atrium, then the blood will going down to the right ventricle, and then it will be pumped into the lungs. And it's continuously like that. Now, I mentioned before, okay, the right side, the right ventricle over here, pump the blood into the lungs, which is a very close organ, just next to the heart. Therefore, if you see this muscle on the right side is thinner compared to the muscle on the left side of the heart, the left ventricle. It is thicker because this left ventricle pump the blood to the whole body, which is working harder. Therefore, the muscle is bigger. Okay, so again, this is two types of circulation in cardiovascular system. From the right side of the heart will go to the lungs and return to the left side of the heart. And this is what we call the pulmonary circulation. And then from the left side of the heart, the blood will be pumped into the whole organs in our body, return it to the right side, okay, left to the right, okay, of the heart. And this is what we call the systemic circulation. Okay, there is another smaller circulation or circuit in our system. Okay, the one that carry blood into the heart muscle itself is called the coronary circuit or coronary circulation. It is actually part of the systemic system. Okay, part of the systemic circuit. There is another one, it's called the portal system. It is located in our abdominal cavity. And this is also part of the systemic system. So if we make a diagram like this, remember from the left side of the heart, from the left ventricle, there will be aorta, the biggest blood vessel. Okay, this is the one that pumps the blood to the whole body, okay, to the whole organs, and return to the right side over here. Okay, and also will branch into the brain. Okay, so capillary in the brain is also going back to the right side. Okay, and then over here, this aorta will also branch into and carry the blood to the heart muscle itself. Okay, so this is what we call the coronary circulation. From the heart muscles, the blood will also return into the right atrium over here. So right atrium actually receive 3 veins. Okay, from the bottom one, it's called the inferior vena cava. Okay, and then from the top organs like our brain, it is called the superior vena cava. And from the heart muscle itself, and this vein is called the coronary sinus. Okay, so this is the coronary circulations. Now, how about the portal system? Okay, so again, this is the heart. From the left side, aorta going down to our organs. There will be capillary. Okay, so usually from this capillary, the blood will return directly to the right atrium over here, okay, to the heart. For the portal system, okay, before the blood from this capillary return to the heart over here, it will go to another capillary. Okay, and then from there, it will return to the right atrium. Okay, so this is what we call the portal system, which is the system that carry blood from one capillary into another capillary. The one that receive this blood from another capillary is actually our liver. Okay, that's the reason why this portal system in our body is called the hepatic portal system. Okay, hepatics mean liver. Okay, so liver actually receive blood from our digestive organ, for example, from pancreas, from stomach, from small intestine. All this blood will go to the liver first. Okay, it will go to the liver first, and then in the liver, then many bad substances, okay, like for example toxicants, will be detoxified. Okay, detoxified by liver, and then from the liver, the blood will return to the heart. So the blood that returns to the heart over here is already free, okay, from bad substances, maybe toxicant or maybe drugs. Okay, so if we take drugs or medicine, there are many bad substances on the drugs. Okay, so therefore it has to be delivered to the liver first before returning it back to the heart. This is what we call the portal system. So this system actually part of the systemic circuit. Okay, so this is the diagrams of coronary circulation. Again, this is the circulation is actually part of the systemic circuit. So if you see here, this is aorta, and this aorta over here is branch. This is called the coronary arteries, right and left, and these coronary arteries carry oxygen, okay, carry blood to the heart muscle, and then from the heart muscle is returned back to the right side of the heart, the right atrium. So this is what we call the coronary circulation. Again, from the aorta, the ascending part of the aorta, okay, it will be branching into right coronary artery and then left coronary artery. The right coronary artery will be also branching into posterior interventricular branch and marginal branch. And the left coronary artery will be branching into anterior interventricular branch and circumflex branch. So there are actually 4 arteries that deliver blood into the heart muscle. Okay, sometimes you heard about the bypass surgery. If one of these artery, for example, blocked by lipid or cholesterol, it may be blocked here, then the doctor have to create a bypass, new channel. Okay, so it is blocked here, then there will be bypass surgery to change this artery, okay, this channel. If it is blocked here, then it's gonna be another channels will be made. If it is blocked over here and here and here and here, then they have to put another channel, okay, to bypass this bad arteries. Okay, sometimes you heard that someone that have triple bypass surgery is mean that there are 3 arteries being blocked by the cholesterol or lipid. Okay, and this is portal system. The system that carry blood from one capillary into another capillary before returning back to the heart. Okay, you see over here, the blood coming from the heart go to these organs like intestine. So there will be capillaries in the intestine. There will be capillary in this stomach, capillary in this spleen. And then all of this blood coming from this capillary will actually deliver to the liver over here. Okay, so all will be going to the liver, and this is what we call the portal system. And because the blood is delivered to the liver, then this system is called the hepatic portal system. Hepa means liver. And from the liver, okay, from liver, then the blood will return to the heart using this inferior vena cava, will be entering to the right atrium. Okay, so here, this is the hepatic portal system. All the blood that coming from this capillary, okay, capillary in our digestive organs, then we'll go to the liver first. Okay, this is hepatic portal system. And then it will return to the heart. Okay. I think that's all for the first part. We will continue with the second part later. Goodbye.